a doggy position. That one might be able to have, one hand free somewhere on one of the couples.
Okay.
But a lot of these, when you're looking at the sides, when you're working at getting the right angle in this, I mean, there might be people that are perfectly sized for each other. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if any, you just look at human beings and you go, how do they fit together? I mean, they're obviously been married and in love and all this sort of stuff, but you're like, that's going to take a little bit of maneuvering.
Yeah.
And, so don't think that I would say, I'm not sure that, like I said, there's interesting concepts in this article, but don't take it as, literal. Okay. Because I think you need, because I went, well, that looks okay. Once again, I think you might be, if you're focusing on how to do all that at one time, I don't know if you're focusing on each other.
If it's so complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's an addition to, but and once you find something that works, that's great. I mean, like, yeah, let's try this. And works so much. And don't worry about it if it's the not so much. Move on to something else. It'll be fine.
Yep. Yeah. I found another article. I think this is one that we should put up there and kind of let everybody make a decision for themselves. It's an article about what they're describing, Colleen, as sexual growth beliefs. And it's talking about, it's a fairly, meaty article talking about research-based ways for better sex and relationships that kind of goes against the grain of what we all assume or what we've all just done on our own without consulting, experts or looking beyond what we may have been taught. Okay.
I still want to know why people do all this, okay. Maybe this is where they got the idea, but okay.
I know.
What do we got here?
I know. Well, this is out of the University of Toronto.
Okay.
And they're talking about the honeymoon period is 2 to 3 years for most couples. And that's when sexual incompatibilities and difficulties begin to, this is a quote, to tear at the sexual bond between partners. So they go through this whole process where they talk about disagreements in the sexual domain and ways to work through that. And they all sort of promise in the first paragraph, this is the thing that kind of irks me about a lot of this. Okay. They all kind of try to sell you on the first paragraph that you can get back to that first point where all you want to do is rip each other's clothes off all the time. And it's never true.
No. That's exhausting. That's an enormous.
You don't want to live like that.
The point of a relationship is to be, and I'm saying this in the absolute best, the best possible way of the word is to become comfortable with someone. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I mean, because if you're always, I don't want to have to worry about whether my legs are shaved. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, Megan doesn't either.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that, yes, I'm still going to brush my teeth. Yeah. Obviously, I'm brushing my teeth and I'm going to make sure I don't stink. A quick shower, but like that. But is our legs shaved? Is something going through there? Do we have, did I, is the laundry piled in the floor? You just, it's fine. But early on, you're making sure the bedroom looks good or this looks good and the legs are shaved and you didn't have onions for dinner and it's exhausting. It's so much work.
You're not saying complacency, you're saying comfort.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just, the fact that you just, that you're perfectly, that you care for someone and you love someone, that you want to spend time with them, being intimate. Yeah. And you're not worried about, this or that, oh my God, did I only shave one armpit? It's just, you don't care at that point, but it's okay. Not that it's all the time that you let yourself go. There's a difference. I'm not talking, but to be okay with that.
Yep.
To get to that point. Where it's comfortable to go, oh God, leg cramp, and you don't just suffer through it.
Charlie horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, these articles, read it for yourself. We'll post the link up there. Because once again, I mean, these are people who universities pay a boatload of money and give some of them tenure, which, by the way, on one of my consulting jobs I did a few years back, they said when they offer a professor tenure, that's like a $4 million decision for university from the time that they get tenure until they retire. I mean, that's how much money they're going to make, whatever. So this is not small chump change kind of stuff. The people that are conducting this stuff and really coming up with the same boring conclusions are making a boatload of money.
Well, honestly, I think, socially, society, we sort of made ourselves think that this has to happen for some reason, another reason. And so why not, if they can figure out how to make a buck off of it, tenure off it, I don't have a problem with that. But once again, part of it, I think, just might make people feel inadequate. And I just think we've got enough of crap out there making, going
That's
through there.
sure.
And, just the point is, I think, to get to the fact that you're comfortable with someone. Doesn't mean that it's not fun to go away from a weekend and do something different, maybe try the tub, but then move over to the bed, or it's not fun to, if someone really likes to get dressed up and go out for evening, go for it, do it.
Yep.
Or, it's not, but it's, little things like that, or to make if you're a couple that loves to celebrate the day that you had your first date.
Yep.
And that's important to you, to keep that being important and to do something on that day, or, and not have to worry about, all the dates that people tell you to worry about. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to call it the cupcake method.
Yeah.
Same thing again. It's that you feel you're going to be fine. You're all going to be fine.
This is our last show of 2016.
I know, it's so wild. We've 2 years now.
I know. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
And we've come up with the Cupcake Theory and so many other things here. And we appreciate everybody listening and being with us. Now, we're going to kick off our first show of 2017 with a very interesting multifaceted therapist named Alex Ian Toffee. And he deals with everything from, sexual issues to transgender, homosexual, and hearing impairment is also listed. I mean, so I would love to know how I'm thinking
these sort of some of it, one of these things is not like the other.
Right.
If you're going for an old Sesame Street reference there, I don't know if they still do that.
Yeah.
But it's just, that would be fascinating.
Well, my guess is that he, either being a semi-hearing impaired person myself, I'm guessing that either he has it or someone in his family does. And so he has been, sensitive to it.
It's part of communication. So maybe that's.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, we'll find out.
And he seems really nice, and I can't wait to meet him. So he'll be here next week. And then after that, we got Dougie Doolittle. And she's going to come on. And oh my God. So January, we're going to kick it off with a start. Be safe, everybody. Colleen, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.